Alright, everybody, it's William. Welcome to my channel. So, I already made a lot of improvements, although my skill is really bad. I opened another channel. So I think the first channel is Code with William Jamming as like a stickman that I draw, and this channel, Learn Music Theory is another channel with me, and this channel is called Learn Digital Art. This is my first drawing. It's definitely not good enough. I'm going to improve it, or maybe I'm just keep it just like a constant reminder of how far that I have improved. And yeah, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys a process of how I made another logo for another channel called Learn Language Free, and I also had the website called learnlanguagefree.com, and we got all the hyphen connecting that, so we won't get it too long URL. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to create a YouTube, maybe something like this. Okay, and then I'm going to say let's draw, since it's a long language, I'm thinking about maybe a globe, like got a representation of people around the world. Okay, so let's use a black color for that. And since I'm going to draw a globe, I'm going to use Studio Pen, and this is definitely too thick, so I'm going to make it like this. Okay, so hold it, okay, and one finger tap it, get a perfect circle. But since the width is not consistent, I'm going to use a different pen, and I'm going to use a monoline just to make it much more consistent. Okay, I think this is good. So what I'm going to do is to write a square, hold it, and tap it, so we'll get a perfect square here. And once I'm finished with that, I'm going to move this square to approximately the center of our image here, and maybe I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, and okay, so just basically put it on the center. Okay, and then I'm thinking about a color that can, I don't know, maybe just change the color. Okay, so I'm thinking about a bluish, because that represents the sea. Okay, let me use a lighter blue for that. Okay, so once you're satisfied it, I'm going to make let me just duplicate that and hide it in case I got it wrong. And then I'm going to just click and drop, so we got this nice blue here. And then what I'm going to do is to let's draw upon it. Okay, so I'm going to make this a clipping mask, and rather a clipping mask, I think I'm going to use a alpha lock maybe, and then I can draw so for example, I got a darker color, something like that, and I'm going to sorry, this one, so I won't be able to draw but that does not a good color, so yeah, scrap that. Let me just get rid of this, and I'm thinking about like a darker color like this. So what I'm going to do is to make a new layer, and let me just do this, something like this, and maybe I'm going to just using this method to make it bigger, something like that, and maybe using warp, something like that. Yeah, I definitely can use the clippy mask, but I'm thinking of something like this, more generic way of doing this. And I'm going to connect in the dots. Let me use it more curve. Okay, and connecting the dots by writing a really big squishy curve like this, and then you can drop the color here. So we got a shadowy area, and I'm going to make this shadowy layers opacity like this, right? And just to fine tune this by get rid of get rid of this. Okay, let me just get rid. Okay, so get a nice and this got this overlap, so I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, so we got a shadow here. So we got a shadow here, and we got this like nice ocean here. And then I think I'm going to add in sort of like the like a bubbly, yeah, like bubbly container that float above it. So represent that basically the language like more focused on the dialogue, like the communication. So what I'm going to do is to add one more layer, and this time I'm going to say something like hey, 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 something like that. So what I'm going to do is to draw something like this, but in a much more straight line, so like this. Okay, and I'm going to stretch it out like this, right? Okay. Yeah, maybe like this here, and connecting these two dots. Okay, once it's reached out, I think I can duplicate this layer, and I think it do. Sorry, I think I need to finish the basic, then duplicate the layer. Okay, I think I'm going to, and I'm going to make it snappy, just to make better shape than the original one, and maybe add some sort of line here. Okay, so once you're finished, I think I'm going to use that color and fill it in, so it won't get too transparent, and then we can duplicate. Yeah, duplicate maybe just the 3, and move it down a little bit, something like that. And I'm going to flip it upside down, so flip vertically. Okay, something like that. And then I'm going to get this layer, and let's move it to here, flip horizontally, like hey, 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 something like that. Okay, and yeah, so far so good. And I'm going to hide all these 3 because I think this Earth's a little bit empty, so I'm going to add in some space like the yeah, maybe something like this. Sorry, I'm adding new layer. So like different continents, something like that. And more rounded shape. Then like curve like this. Okay. That's definitely not. Okay, this one like this. And I'm going to fill the color by closing the area and give it maybe a sort of a greenish color, or maybe earthish. Let's try different colors and then decide which one will be. That's definitely not good look. What about green? Maybe that's too green. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, but a little bit bright. So I'm thinking about like a yellowish. Yeah, this can serve as a pass. So then I can continue to add maybe a little bit more, like here. Something like this, and using the same color, drop it. Okay, and adding a little bit more, like here. That's a little bit unnatural, so let's do it again. Maybe like this, and drop it in. Oh, sorry. I do not close this one. Okay, so then adding all the dialog box, okay, out, and let's drag it all the way down to here. Okay, and then it's a different language. I'm thinking about yeah, maybe I'm going to fill that with a different color as well. So for example, I can get a really cute yellowish color as a background. Can I do that? Sorry, should be like here. Okay, and then maybe I don't know, maybe we haven't got the reddish color, so we got a red color here. Sorry, I need wrong layer, and maybe that's too red. Like here, and then this will be a color like you know, the purple. Yeah, let's try purple, but you need to be really careful about purple. You don't want it to be too much. Maybe here, maybe just a little bit blue. Your white, leave it blank. Okay, and then you can add in the text layer to it. So there will be it will be no just the text, but rather like just a different language. Okay, like so Japanese with some Asia representation, like maybe that's maybe that. Then add a little bit curve, yeah. And then okay, and then say English, and then maybe Spanish, hola. But hola is like really long. So yeah, I think I got a lot of straight line here, so I'm going to add another Japanese just to add a little bit curve to design. So I'm going to use the Aiweo Ah. Okay, let me make it. Okay, I don't know whether I get it correct or not. Maybe not. This. Maybe like this. Maybe that's too much of the curve. Okay. So yeah, maybe I'm going to move this part a little bit. I'm going to do a freehand selection. Move here and maybe make it bigger. Okay, so well, that looks pretty good. And this part, I think I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. So it's definitely too big. Make it a little bit smaller. And this dialog box, I think I can move it a little bit inside. And a little bit smaller, like this. Okay, sorry. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the results. And yeah, and I'm going to add, because the previously my logo got a like the handle to it, code with William Jamming, like the learn music free, something like that. And this channel is called learn language free. So I think I might as well just shrink everything else and actually adding a text just below it. So learn language free. Yeah, so I'm going to just focus on the center and add a some text of learn. Yeah, that's definitely not a good handwriting. Language. Free. Maybe that's too big. Okay, learn language free. Let me just center this just right below our text, and I'm going to adding a little bit. Maybe can I just duplicate it and move it a little bit so get a little bit shadowy effect, but that will be really hard for other people to see. So maybe I'm going to adding a Gaussian blur, or maybe a motion blur of dragging it down a little bit like that. Okay. Maybe just a touch. Okay, learn language free. Maybe down. I think down maybe a good way to make it. Okay, let me just use this and move it, the whole thing down a little bit, so get a cast down shadow. Okay, so yeah, so let's see the whole process video. Okay, it's always pretty satisfying to see you done something from the start. Okay, yeah, I think that looks pretty good, and I'm going to use this one. Thank you all of you guys for watching, and if you think my video is helpful, if you want to support my journey of learning digital art, please subscribe and give this video a thumb up, and please support me on another channel called Learn Language Free, where I share my journey of language learning. Okay, bye.